as Shoaib takes a break.
Hello, Neil, and what a performance by these young girls. Match by match, they have improved. Look at that run up, smooth run up, the wrist position. This time, a full toss. It was just below waist height. A brilliant spell by Sia. Got 3 big wickets. Got a chance and grabbed the opportunity with both the hands.
Going across the line again, trying to play that shot now. That's where, if you keep the ball on the off-stump line, you're still inducing that shot, but at the same time, if the batters miss, you have a very good opportunity to get a wicket. And Betty Chan has been doing that. She's been playing across every single shot that she's played it across. So either you take the pace of the ball straight in front of the stumps and induce a false shot. Should want to go and play across the line, but the ball comes a little late. You get either a leading edge or you wrap them on the pads.
She's getting a bit of a swing, though we are in the 15th over. Sia into her final over. This time on the off stump, a misfield. Ball going towards the third man region. Couple of runs.
Need to work on this. Cannot give freebies. This should have been a dot ball because went straight to the fielder. Should have been a dot ball. Ended up being 2. One last delivery to come. And this time, Samaira is giving some chase. Couple of runs, and that should be the over. 15 overs gone, 57, rather 59 for 6. $59 for 6 and 15. Not a great outing. Mudassir opting to bat first and not making any good out of this. What a delivery there. Vaishnavi, she's growing in confidence with every single delivery that she's bowling.
Really surprised by the control she has. Once again, beaten. Completely foxed here. Vaishnavi.
I wonder if that was dropped. I wonder if that there was an edge. I think maybe there was a faint edge. Oh, we'll probably have a look at it from a different angle so that we can try and understand. Across the line again. Great piece of fielding. Isha Oza now making up for everything that she did in the outfield, giving away a couple of boundaries there, but then now, right on the money. Taking the responsibility, the senior player. Dot ball again. 4 deliveries, 4 dot balls, maybe a drop chance. Everything is happening in this game. Everything in this over.
Full marks need to be given to the captain. This time, once again, Fox coming out of the crease and easy stumping by PJ. Wicket number 7 goes down.
That's right. Vaishnavi, her accuracy has been rewarded. She kept bowling the teasing length, invited the batter to come up, and PJ doing it really well. Collected the ball nice and sharp, and within a fraction of a second, the bails are off. We've seen wicket keepers normally take the ball and then go in this motion of receiving it and then come back to hit the stumps. She didn't do all of that. Live Inky out without scoring. 15.5 overs gone. It's 59 for 7. Vaishnavi will be bowling the last delivery. And that should be the over. It's a maiden wicket over for Vaishnavi. She's done extremely well. Look at that. 0-0-0-0 W0. 59 for 7 after 16. Betty Chan. Oh, that's a very poor delivery. Samaira earning in line. The very first delivery. As a fast bowler, it's kind of difficult to come back after a little break, settle yourself in, and then bowl again. You need to start warming up while you're still waiting for your over to come. The umpire, the captain definitely gives you a signal that you're bowling next. Dot ball again. What is really amazing is that UAE players are putting themselves behind the ball very well. Boulder! Samaira! This is so good. As far as UAE is concerned, they've been on the money. But a lot of questions, some really difficult questions, will have to be answered by the Hong Kong side. A delivery that came in sharp, and Betty Chan caught trying to pull it over mid-wicket.
Samaira got back into the attack and a couple of deliveries outside the off stump, and this time, yes, bringing back into the right-hand batter. Beautiful piece of bowling by Samaira. 60 for 8 after 16.2.
Hey in Louis, the new batter in. No foot movement whatsoever, just hanging the bat outside off. Samaira has done really well. 2.3 overs. Tight lines. And picked up a wicket. Should be looking for more. Very good delivery of Samaira. And now we'll go downstairs with Shoaib Ahmed as he is in conversation on the rope.
Thank you, gentlemen. Yes, it's the fourth day of the series. It's the fourth game. And I think it's the ideal time to have a quick chat and a conversation with the coach of the Hong Kong women's team. It's Chris Pickett with me. Chris, thank you for joining.
No problem.
Fourth day, yes, but compared to that first day and fourth day, I think there's a drastic improvement. And I'm sure you'll be looking towards the positives from the last 4 days.
Oh yeah, I mean the girls have been like 6 months without any cricket. They've been stuck inside in Hong Kong. Literally, they picked a bat up for the first time a week ago. So, and obviously it's warm here, and it's a lot for them to deal with playing under lights for the first time. So yeah, masses to take back and everything like that, and just to see the response they've given under the circumstances they've had to go through over the last 6 months.
Yes, having said that, last 4 days, of course, it's been a great platform. And I think it's only about the learnings that you would take from the last 4 days. As you rightly mentioned, not a lot of cricket. So whatever chances you get, you want to make full use of that.
Definitely, and I mean the opportunity to play against a strong side like the UAE girls, and that is valuable, hugely valuable. I mean, they won the qualifiers quite justifiably in November, so to get the chance to come back here, and it's appreciative of Emirates Cricket to get us back here and give us the hospitality in this ground, which is really great to play on. Terrific wicket. It's not always that the women get great wickets, and this has been a wicket which has been superb for all 4 days, so you can't complain about that. So it's great, something for the girls to play and learn. Lots of learning here and lots of development.
What is the positive that you take? And of course, I'm sure you'll be having a lot of team meetings after the game. Tell us a little bit about that and give us a sneak peek of what the conversation is all about.
Well, I mean, obviously UAE are a very strong batting side, and they've been able to post high scores. And since I took over the squad, what we've just targeted is scores where we constantly get above 100. So obviously it's not been quite our day to day, but I think previously this week we've been strong. We were in a good position on day one to have probably scored plus 130, 135. So I think that's consistency in the fact that we're now scoring over 100, and also that we're developing more bowlers than that. We've got two of our players playing in this tournament that unfortunately, because of the pandemic travel restrictions, couldn't come in November, so it's great to get them out on the pitch, and it's just good to see the development in all the players. We got 2 relatively young players here who've not played many games, 1 or 2 caps, so yeah, it's just great to see development and see how they perform.
We talk about certain players. I think some players have actually come to the fore and performed for the team. Chan has done well as a captain. She's leading from the front. You've got Marina, who's bowling well. Mariko did well with the ball and with the bat. So definitely some positives there for personally and on an individual basis.
Oh yeah, all 3 of those. I mean, Carrie as captain has been unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable. She's led from the front. She's given an example to the team of what to do and everything like that. And as you said, Mariko's bowled really well. Marina is great because she's one of those who she wasn't with us in November, and that.
Just have to stop you. There's a wicket that's fallen, so another wicket falls, and that is going to be a big plus for UAE. She was clean bowled, and that definitely means that some more trouble for Team Hong Kong. I've got the coach with me here. Please continue.
Yeah, so obviously Marina was one of those players who we didn't get to have in November, so it's great to get her out playing. And obviously you can see her experience of playing in domestic professional cricket in New Zealand, where she plays for Otago Sparks and that. So she's brought a lot to the unit and that. But generally all around, all the girls have really put something in and done something on and off the field as well, because it's about the culture and the environment that you develop in that.
Let's talk about a little bit about the future of Hong Kong women's cricket. I'm sure it's a graph that's going only upwards. But what is in the near future? What tournaments are you looking forward to?
Well, we've got the Asia Cup qualifiers coming up in I think mid-June to late June, so that's the first one. Then we don't know the exact dates yet, but we've got the Asia Game qualifier and then the Asia Games itself. We do have a tournament at the end of the year, the East Asia Cup, that involves us, Japan, China, and Korea. But I'm not sure, depending on I suppose Asia Cup qualifications, whether that will be on at the same time. I don't know, but that's due. And then we've got a lot. If we can get going in Hong Kong, we've got domestic things. We play our Women's Premier League and that. So hopefully for the girls this year, plenty of cricket and that.
Well, I hope and I pray the very best for the Hong Kong women's team. They've done a great job here. You've done a great job, and hopefully we'll see you pretty soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Well, that was Chris Pickett, the coach of the Hong Kong women's team. It's back to you guys in the com box.
Well, a good chat down there for Shoaib and a good wicket for Lavanya. She's been brought in to bowl the 18th and she completes that. Look at that. That was a wicket. A rank turner and stayed low. Took the off stump. 62 for 9 after 18.
अभी ये जो छुट्टियां है ना 7-8 दिन की इसमें एम्बेसी बंद रहती इमिग्रेशन में तो या वीजा निकलता कैसे
नहीं मेरे ख्याल से बंद रहते हैं
कि 7-8 दिन बंद
7-8 दिन उसको पूरा मालूम रहेगा नाम क्या अपने
शादी
आबिद को
आबिद को ना
आबिद को पूरा बताओ इंग्लिश से बोलिंग नहीं करवाई ना
नहीं कर
कर रही है हाथ घुमा रही शायद लेंगे लास्ट ओवर उसको some fantastic pictures being taken. I know that for a sure. Letting it go. 19th over being bowled by Chaya. (69 for 2), 62 for 9, beg your pardon, in 18.2. Chaya. She opens the bowling, bowls the 19, takes the most important overs and delivers. Some feet movement is required, Mudassar. They need to come close to the line of the ball to play the ball.
Cannot expect a lot from the tail-enders. This is 10th batter. Chaya Mughal back to the attack. They have dominated throughout this series. And this time, the off-stump goes flying. The bail. The wicket number 10 goes down. Brilliant piece of bowling by Chaya Mughal. Dismissal performance by Hong Kong batters.
That was a brilliant fuller length delivery that just moved slightly away after pitching and crashed into the off stump, and that was the end of the Hong Kong side. UAE completing and picking up all those wickets in less than 20 overs. Not a very happy sighting there for Hong Kong. And I think UAE would be feeling that they've done well as compared to what they had done in the previous 3 games.
I feel sorry for Hinduja. She was getting warmed up. Was supposed to bowl the last over, but the good thing is Chaya Mughal got the last wicket. And looking at the batting scorecard of Hong Kong, Chan Kei-ying, 4 runs to her name. Natasha Tara Miles, just 11. Shanzeen Shehzad struggled again, 11 to her name. Mariko Hill was looking good, scored 15. Ruchita Venkatesh was promoted, but unable to open the account. Marina, 3. Lai Winky, 0. Chan Kai-man, 7. Ikra Sahar was left not out. He in Lui just made 1, and the last wicket was of Ho Sin Yi, clean bowled by Chaya for just 1 run.
62 runs on board, 9 extras given. And let's have a look at who picked up what. Chaya Mughal picking up 2 wickets, an economy of 2.35. Economy of 3 for Samaira picking up a wicket. 1 wicket for Khushi Sharma. She is the most expensive of them all, 5.75. Vaishnavi Mahesh, I love the confidence with which she bowls. 3 overs, 7 runs, 2 wickets, including a maiden wicket over. Lavanya bowled 1 over, gave 1 run, picked up a wicket, but pick of the bowler Sia Gokhale, getting a game today after sitting out for 3 days, made the most of it, bowled 4 overs and an economy of 3.5, also picking up 3 wickets. So let's have a look at what transpired there. Chaya picking up the first wicket, and then it was Sia who came and took 3 wickets, rattling the middle order. Khushi Sharma was taken for some runs and also picked up a wicket. Sia getting that Yorker right and ensuring that she saw the back of Ruchita Venkatesh, while a lapse in fielding cost them a boundary. And then that was the 3rd wicket for Sia. Celebrations galore. Vaishnavi induced a leading edge, got a catch, and then fantastic piece of keeping to get us stumped. Samaira, Lavanya, all of them getting a wicket each. Lavanya bowled just 1 over, and that was it. Chaya coming and picking up that last wicket to rattle out the entire Hong Kong side for just 62 runs, which also included 9 extras. So if you remove those 9 extras from 62, you're talking about 53 runs that have come from the Willow. UAE, when they come into bat now, need 63 to win in 20 overs.
Welcome back. This is UAE Women versus Hong Kong Women Bilateral Series, match number 4. It's the second innings that we are just about to witness. The first innings belonged to UAE because they restricted Cricket Hong Kong to a below par score of 63 runs. Now that is some performance coming in from the UAE women's team. And they are very well headed towards a whitewash. And they are very well headed towards a whitewash in this series. That's what panned out in the first innings. Chan is Mudassir. Mudassir, good afternoon. Good morning, in fact. And it is very, very hot, so a very hot afternoon.
A very good morning, Shoaib. What a performance put in by the bowlers of UAE women's team. They're playing back-to-back matches, and it's not easy for the fast bowler coming after 7 or 8 hours back to the ground and performing. Brilliant work done by the management and the coach to keep these young girls fit enough to play the international platform.
So the two batters walking out for UAE. It is Kavisha who's been sent right back at the top along with Isha Oza. The two openers for UAE. They would want to be finishing things off in a hurry here. Wouldn't want to take it till the end as Carrie Chan will be starting the proceedings for Team Hong Kong.
Solid opening pair of Kavisha and Isha Oza for UAE women. He has scored 2 50s in this series. Kavisha, Isha Oza got 150, and the last match he was looking in good touch. Unlucky, was given a run out. SkyExchange.net presents the UAE women versus Hong Kong women bilateral series. So the 4-match series dominated by the UAE. Isha Oza beyond strike, 28 matches, 807 runs, 15 sixes to her name, 450s, and that 100. Believe me, it was a huge inning played by Isha Oza of 158 runs. A brilliant batter. At the other end, we have, and talking about the bowler, Chan, 24 matches, 32 wickets, and look at that economy, 3.97.
Yes, Oza was phenomenal in that match in the Gulf Cup. It was against Bahrain. A lot of records broken in that innings. As in comes Chan, first ball, nicely defended by Isha Oza. 158 is no mean feat from this talented batter.
Till now, we haven't seen a maximum in this series so far from the batters. This time goes towards the mid-on region. Couple of bounces towards the fence for the first boundary.
Yes, that's again an aggressive shot. Good positive intent from Isha. Taking on Chan, slightly fuller and clearing her front foot. Nice swing of the bat into that vacant area. First boundary of the innings.
Good to see some crowd coming to the stadium and cheering these girls. This time on the back foot, beaten in the air.
Yes, that's a much better ball from Chan, not in the slot, just right at the good length. You can't go on the front, not too short to cut as well. And with the ball dry and during the day, with a slight wind blowing across the ground, these are good conditions for a spinner to come in. Yes, the ball is new. Again, outside off, cut well. Won't go all the way, but this is good batting from Isha. She's making good use of her feet She's good on the front foot, equally good on the back foot as well. 2 more runs added to the total.
A happy dugout of UAE women's coach Mr. Najib. They're in a brilliant form, this team in this year. They have won 8 matches. Once again, opened the phase of the bat and played towards the short third region. And after 1 over, it's 6 for no loss UAE women's.
So some happy faces, yes. Family, oh, they know they're on screen. Quickly the masks are off, but such a great gesture. And again, whatever credit we give to the parents, the less, because it's not easy to come out and support your children ward day in, day out. Well done. Kaman Chan starts off. Again, placement perfect. Good running from, is it Yasmin? And some appreciation from the parents straight away.
Hats off to all the parents. Day and night, they had worked hard behind these young girls. This time on the back foot, cracked towards the mid-wicket region for the first boundary from the blade of Kavisha. Brilliant shot.
Yes, both these batters have come out with an intent, and the intent is to finish things off pretty quickly. They wouldn't hang around there for some time and then try to play their shots. They are on the money straight away. And Kavisha, the kind of form she is in, she is just continuing from where she left off last night. 61 yesterday, and looks good and set for a few more today as well. Another good shot on the back foot. Very well played. That's another shot that you will remember for a long time. Shot of the day for me. Class personified, Kavisha Kumari.
Back-to-back boundaries for Kavisha. Technically very sound. Look at that punch. Found the gap and there's no stopping. Ball racing towards the fence. Very good start by Kavisha and Isha. Look at that current run rate, it's 10.67. This time straight towards the mid-off. These are our scorers and the reserve umpire. It has been a wonderful series for both the teams. Talking about UAE team, they have dominated this series, and some positives for Hong Kong team as well. The way they bowled, the way they fielded.
Oh, that's another good shot. Yes, so we'll come back to that. But right now, it's Kavisha who's keeping us busy. That was cut hard and in the gap. And Kavisha is in a hurry to finish things off. 2 more added to the total. 2 overs gone, 18 for no loss.
wonderful series, as I have said earlier, Shoaib. Credit should be given to our sponsors, SkyExchange.net, Pacific Ventures, Dafa News, and to our production team as well. Great job done by the cameraman and the team.
Oh yes, it's a production from ITW Prod G, as you can see behind. Top class, high quality, and always a pleasure to be working with them. Couldn't have been possible without our sponsors, SkyExchange.net, Pacific Ventures, Dafa News. Big shout out to all of them. Meanwhile, Chan is bowling decently well. She's very consistent again with the line and length. And she's been one player that has stood out in that Hong Kong team. Every time she's come out, she's given an impact performance.
Captain leading from the front.
Again up in the air. This time it's in the gap. There is a fielder there, but no chance for that fielder to stop that ball. And Isha, rocking onto the back foot, has played the cleanest shots you will see on a cricket field. Look at that. So easy and very pleasing to the eye. Always a pleasure to watch this girl bat, Isha Oza. Quickly moved on to 10 of 10.
Giving some tough competition to Kavisha. Isha Oza, 2 boundaries to her name. The big shot should also be given to you and Neil. Continuously, you guys are doing an excellent job, Shoaib, whether it's on radio or on the TV. Always busy. And tell us about your Oman cricket commentary days. How was it?
Well, thank you, Mudassir. Yes, that was again an opportunity from ITW Prod G, where we've been able to go and call the games in Oman as well. Meanwhile, 2 more will be added to the total from Isha. Always a pleasure to be calling the game we all love and to be in the esteemed company of my good friend Mudassir. 3 overs gone. UAE are 24 for no loss.
So it's Mariko Tabita, 22 matches, 12 wickets. The economy, it's 4.91. Kavisha on strike. Right, shorter delivery. Played towards the square leg. They're racing towards the target. UAE batters. What a series these both girls had with the bat, Kavisha and Isha. And talking about commentators, with me is Shoaib Ahmed. Shoaib, tell us about your journey, how all it started, from where. I do remember I have seen you playing we played together in 2011, 12, 13 season. After that, suddenly there is a change in your profession.
Yes, it's been a good journey. Yes, it's been a good journey. It's been a good journey. Overall, it's been a good journey. We started off with the domestic D10, D20 format here in Dubai. From there, we've got my first international stint was the UAE versus Ireland series in Abu Dhabi. Moved on to radio, did the ICC Test Championship for them, the IPL, the PSL, which we did together on radio. So yes, can't complain. Still a long way to go. Still learning the ropes of the trade. But enjoying every moment of it. And who wouldn't enjoy when you've got such high quality cricket on display?
The doors were open for the commentators and for the passionate people, thanks to ITW and ECB. I do remember it all started during a D10 and D20 series. The matches started being telecasted live, the domestic tournaments. And, I remember we have done that commentary role in that match of Ireland and UAE, where CP Rizwan and Usman scored brilliant centuries, winning that match and series for UAE. It was a tough time because it was the time of a pandemic.
That's right. The world was just coming out of the pandemic at that time, coming out of the lockdown situation. Meanwhile, it's end of the fourth over. UAE are 27 for no loss. Flighted delivery, and this one has been played straight to the short cover fielder. 27 already on the board, chasing a target of 63. Kavisha and Isha haven't given a wicket so far, UAE. This one's been cut in the vacant area behind the point. They'll get two more. Score will move on to 29.
We have seen everything in this series, a brilliant fielding, brilliant batting, outstanding bowling. But one thing is missing, that maximum. And we know that Isha and Kavisha, they can hit the ball miles out of this ground. Kavisha batting on 16 with great control and authority. The other end, it's Isha batting on 13. Really happy to see the bench strength. They have given an opportunity to Lavanya and Sia. Sia bowled brilliantly, picking up 3 wickets. UAE team going in the right direction under the guidance of Najib.
She's very strong in that area. She'll keep cutting you and playing you on the back foot, Kavisha. Flighted and given a lot of air. But again, to that short cover fielder. Good fielding. A lot better and an improved performance from Hong Kong so far.
They're looking for that first breakthrough. Down the leg, a slight appeal. That's the end of over number 5. Score moves to 29 for no loss. It's a 5 gone. 29 for no loss. And there's a change in the comp box. Joining me is Neil Oja. Welcome, Neil.
Thank you, Mudassar. "29 without loss in 5.1. Isha 13 not out, Kavisha 16 not out. Both of these girls have started really well. Good calling. And when you're trying to take these singles, you're putting pressure on the fielders. You saw that fumble. The ball literally got into the hands of the fielder, and then they realized that the batters are running and ended up fumbling the ball.
This time coming into Kavisha. Good to see the series has been live telecast. Neil, you yourself being a coach, what message you want to give to the youngster who are listening us? Where do they need to go to play this game here in UAE?
To be honest, just start playing wherever you get an opportunity. Pulled up in the air, chance and taken. That will be Kavisha's wicket. Completely unnecessary. The ball got a little too big on her, but then she made up her mind that she'll go for the big one. Kavisha, look at that. No control and ended up giving a catch.
This time the short ball worked for Hill. That's the end of Kavisha Nane. Scoring 16 runs with the help of 2 boundaries is 30 for 1 after 5.4 overs.
"30 for 1. One wicket fall was that of Kavisha Kumari. Isha Oza will continue, and so will Mariko Hill. Picked up a wicket. Width on offer, wide called.
And comes in the stylish left-hand batter Tirtha Satish. Very talented left-hand top order batter. Very good over by Mariko, getting the big wicket of Kavisha.
Down the leg will get a single. That will bring Tirtha on strike.
Running between the wickets had been good throughout the series for UAE team. Have been very quick between the wickets. Whenever they got that opportunity, they have turned that ones into twos, twos into threes. Tirtha Satish, 13 matches to her name, 329 runs, so 150, and look at the strike rate, 115.5343.
Got out on a duck yesterday in the bowling of Mariko Hill. Same combination. A dot ball there to end the over. 6 overs gone, 32 for 1. Ruchita Venkatesh. Right arm finger spin. 21 matches, 8 wickets. Today fell prey to Sia Gokhale when she came into bat. Couldn't open her account. Would want to stake a claim with her bowling. First ball played, and this one is racing towards the fence. Does it have enough? Oh no, it just stops painfully inside the boundary line, but the batters will go for 3. In the commentary box joining me is Shoaib Ahmed.
Thank you, Neil. 35 for 1. UAE required 28 more in 83 balls. So the balls remaining is not a concern. It's not about how but when for UAE. Yes, they've lost 1 wicket. Kavisha has gone back. And Tirtha is out there at the number 3 position. Hong Kong are not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. That's a very, very loose delivery. Outside off. Easy pickings for Tirtha. She wouldn't miss those. Just had to put bat to ball, and that's what she's done. Placement absolutely perfect. 4 for Tirtha, 4 for UAE.
Tirtha Satish getting a loosener as a gift, and she takes the maximum advantage of that.
.2 and UAE are 39 for 1. The 4th game of the T20 International Series. It's a bilateral series, high up in the air, and will land safely. Long off was not inside the 25-yard circle. Is it 20 or 25? It's definitely not 30.
No, definitely not 30. Isha, 18 of 20. Tirtha, 5 of 3. Requires just 23 of 81. Ruchita Venkatesh. While we spoke about the UAE girls who are mostly in school, Ruchita Venkatesh, she's doing her MRes, that's Masters in Research in Translational Neuroscience. Yeah.
Sorry?
Translation Neuroscience is a stream of neuroscience which joins the clinical research and understands the neurological science in the translation way and trying to understand from what happens in the clinical trials versus in the real life. And she is doing a master's in research in that. She studied biomedicine and finds enough time to come and play cricket and represent Hong Kong.
Well, I could only understand the last sentence of that entire conversation, but whatever you've said, well, I'm sure that needs a lot of hard work and dedication, and alongside that, if you're playing cricket, really hats off. And as they say, only women can do this.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I've done some formulation research myself. I know the kind of time and effort that takes. Then to do that and play alongside, it's a challenge. And then to travel alongside for your nation, that's another level of dedication. 7 overs gone, 42 for 1. Ikra, now with the responsibility of the ball. Ikra Sahar, 7 matches, 4 wickets. It's a very, very interesting side, this Hong Kong team. We've got lawyers, we've got research scholars, and all of them coming into play and represent the country.
That's right. Very interesting, very pleasing, most impressive to know that these women, besides playing for the national side, are also career oriented and are contributing in more ways than one.
Down the leg side, starts with a wide, and they'll steal a single. It just goes on to prove the point that education is extremely important. Yes, you want to play a sport, but go on, study, make a name for yourself in the field of education while you're definitely trying to play and make yourself a world-renowned cricketer. It's a striking balance that you need to create. Yesterday, I was chatting up with a few parents from the UAE side, with most of these girls giving their board examinations of 10th and 12th while they play. There's a similar conversation that brewed, that how important is education. It just shapes you to become a better person, because there's a certain amount of dedication that is required in the educational field as well. While, yes, sport brings in that sincerity, that kind of focus, that kind of determination, but education is just another pillar that'll help you have a very stable and strong future. Meanwhile, wide, and that'll go for a boundary. Freebies, 5 runs as wides.
Yes, Ikra is bowling a lot wayward, and that was again a very ordinary delivery down the leg side, missed by the keeper as well, so not entirely Ikra to be blamed for that. This should have been stopped. I think it was Yasmin Daswani. No, it's Shanzeen who's actually keeping. Yasmin is not playing today. Shanzeen is donning the gloves.
Punched it down and straight back to the bowler, dot ball. Ikra, he's given 8 runs of 2 deliveries. Extremely expensive. That brings up the 50. 50 for 1 and 7.2. Beautifully played. No one's going to stop that. 4 runs.
Well, that's her strong zone, Tirtha. She can play that shot with utmost ease. That was on the pads and rightly played in the gap. 4 more for Tirtha, and UAE are inching closer towards victory. .54 for 1, 9 more required. That was driven straight to Marina. Change in the com box. It's going to be Mudassir joining me. Mudassir.
It's something like I'm having a date with you. The past 3-4 days. After this, we'll be going direct to the radio station, where we'll be doing the job of commentary for IPL matches. Once again on the back foot. Brilliant work done by the fielder. 9 required. It's not easy. Last night they have finished the game at around 10:30, 11 p.m. They went back to the hotels and early morning they are back in the ground. Tirtha batting on 10 and Isha on 20.
Gentle push and a quick run. One more run added to the total. One less run required to win this game and win the series. They've already won it, but winning it comfortably is also another achievement. 8 overs gone, 55 for 1. So Chan will be continuing her last over of the game. Oh, very close to that short covers fielder. One more run. Isha on 20, Tirtha on 11. Where do you think Isha is going to hit the next ball? Well, that's it.
I think somewhere around the way she's changing her field, it's look the pack offside field. She'll be bowling something on offside, but definitely Isha Oza, something on middle, she'll target that mid wicket. She'll be targeting the mid wicket. She, she wanted to finish this match in style. There she goes, but the ball racing towards the fence, towards the mid off, for yet another boundary for Isha Oza. Brilliant footwork.
Yes, she was taking the aerial route. Good use of the feet. And the safest area to play, just over the bowler's head. Straight down the ground. Hitting the side screen. No fielders are ever present in that area. So, high value, low risk shot from Isha.
So just 3 runs required. Marching towards an easy win. This time played between the gap, racing towards the fence, and that's the end of the match. UAE women winning by 9 wickets in hand. Brilliant batting display by Isha Oza.
Yes, that is it. The winning moment for Team UAE. The women have done what they were expected to do from their coach. A gift to their coach. 4 wins out of the 4 games. A whitewash. That's the shot, the winning shot from the bat of Isha. And definitely a happy side. Handshakes all around. Yes, a very happy and a proud skipper, Chaya Mughal. She's bowled exceptionally well. And she's led the side to victory. UAE women win by 9 wickets against Hong Kong. This is the 4th game. 4 wins on the trot. A whitewash from UAE. Hong Kong definitely did well in patches. They were looking good. Some great individual performances coming in. And as rightly mentioned by their coach, Chris Pickett, it's just the start for Hong Kong. They haven't played a lot of cricket. No cricket in the last 6 months, but they've come out, they've performed, they've given a fight, and they've put out a statement that they are here to stay. UAE, on the other hand, will be a happy side, winning these 4 games with a big margin, comfortable wins, and some really good talent coming in through the ranks of domestic cricket for UAE. The UAE team's future looks bright, and it looks like they're in safe hands at the moment.
Still unbeatable. this year, UAE. Wonderful job done by the skipper. The way she has led this team. Young, talented bunch of girls. Isha Oza, Kavisha, Tirtha, and talking about the bowling department, the young leggy, Vaishnavi, and Sia. Today she was given a chance, and what a performance. 3 wickets to her name. UAE winning this match by 9 wickets. It was a back-to-back of 4-match series, and talking about the batting scorecard, all started with Isha Oza, who remained not out on 28. Kavisha Nane made 16. The only wicket fell. Tirtha Satish made sure she remained not out on 12. They have won the match in 8.3 overs, an easy chase, thanks to the bowlers. And looking at the bowling card of Hong Kong, 5 bowlers have been used by the captain Chan Kei-ying, 3.3 overs, 23. Chan Kaman, 1 over 12, bit expensive. Mariko Hill, 2 over 6. She's the only bowler who got the wicket of the UAE batter. Ruchita Venkatesh, 1 over 10 runs. And Ikhra Sahar, bit expensive, 1 over 13 runs to her name.
Yes, so in the end, UAE winning this game and winning it comfortably. This is the second innings. Isha Oza taking on early on in the innings, the first 6 overs. The score was always below par. They always had to just score runs at a very, very acceptable run rate. And that's what they did. Not a lot of risks. Used the power play overs well. This was a good ball, a surprise to take that wicket of Kavisha. Tirtha coming in and playing some glorious shots on and off the field. On the onside, on the offside, some extras as well. But they just kept chipping off that run rate, and that run scoring was never to be stopped. 2 back-to-back boundaries from the bat of Isha to win the game and the series, and a complete whitewash in the end from UAE. Hong Kong scoring 62 in the first innings, Mariko scoring 15, Natasha 11, and the pick of the bowlers was Sia, who got a game, was rested in the first 3 but got an opportunity and grasped it with both hands. 3 wickets for her in the 4 overs that she bowled and gave away 14 runs. Shaya getting 2 and Vaishnavi Mahesh getting 2 wickets as well. In reply, Isha scoring 28, Kavisha 16 and Tirtha scoring 12. Just 1 wicket is what UAE lost in that run chase, and they comfortably scored those runs, winning by 9 wickets. So yes, that is what the summary is, Mudassir.
And before going down for the presentation, we would like to thank our sponsors, SkyExchange.net, Dafa News, and Pacific Ventures, and definitely ITW Prodigy. And I had a wonderful time with you and Neil.
Well, thank you, Mudassir. Yes, we'll hope to see this coming in the future as well. Right now, it's time for us to head down towards the post-match presentation ceremony, where we've got Neil Oja with the match referee, and he'll be giving the player of the game.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the post-match presentation. It's the final, the 4th T20 International of the SkyExchange.net bilateral series between Hong Kong and the UAE side. A fantastic 4-game just culminating right here, right now at the Malek Cricket Stadium. A big round of applause for both the sides. The visitors were extremely competitive. They put up a great show, while the host just stuck around to what their coach said. 4-0. That's the result at the end of it. Really well done, UAE. And Hong Kong, you've been a fantastic asset to your nation, representing Hong Kong, coming here to play right here in the UAE with literally very little amount of practice time before you made this tour. Really well done. Congratulations to all of you. And now, would request the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, to come in so that we can announce the player of the match. The player of the match today got an opportunity to get off the bench and take charge in the field. After 3 games, she comes in to play the 4th and picks up 3 wickets in the 4 overs she bowled. Sia Gokhale is our player of the match. Well, yeah, the hair's going everywhere. But you get a good picture. See, first up, congratulations, fantastic performance. Getting off the bench and then coming on to perform and getting 3 wickets. How does it feel?
I think I was just bowling according to what my captain said and followed the plan as, and like coach said, when there's an opportunity, make the most of it. So that was my game plan for the day.
I love that statement. When there's an opportunity, make the most of it. How do you create an opportunity? Because the opportunities didn't really present themselves. They didn't say, come, Sia, get me out.
No, I think most importantly, you went for the dots instead of the wickets, and that kind of created the pressure itself and created the situation for the wicket. So I think, yeah, that was the plan, to bowl dots, so the wickets were icing on top.
Well, I'm sure Ruchita is not amused by the icing on top, but you've done well. Well done, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, yes, Sia Gokhale, the player of the match. And now would request Carrie Chan, the captain of the Hong Kong side, to come and have a chat with us. Carrie, first up, fantastic performance. You've done really well as a side that really, as I said earlier, got very limited amount of practice time before you made this tour. You've done really well. I'm sure there are a lot of positives from this tour.
Yeah, I think the first few match we do like even we make a mistake, but every game we get improved. So that's a good thing. Like we know when we make a mistake, that's why we can make it better. And I think also we doing quite well is our batting partnership is building quite well. Like even we have a quick wicket gone the first few match, but we're still building up back.
Yeah, I mean, today you made a few changes yourself coming in to open with Natasha, and things changed there. It looked like there was a steady start, runs were coming in. But then what happened right there in the centre?
I think I want to clear the field and I want to hit over them, but just not not the plan I want to do. But yeah, I think it's good that to let it's good that to have different try everything and then to see which one is the best for the team.
No, that definitely makes a lot of sense. A word for this young UAE side. You've seen them. Most of them literally came back from giving examinations, their board exams, and then will be going back tomorrow or day after to give another exam. Well, we want a word for them now.
Oh, they're going to exam?
Yeah, they got board exam, 10th and 12th, almost half of them. Really? Yeah, raise your hands. How many of you have got exams? Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, just good luck. And what you're doing here, use your effort to in the exam. Yeah. And have a good sleep.
Well, thank you so much. Your team's really done well. You were a fantastic leader, and I'm sure that this is a fantastic advertisement for women's cricket for world over.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Carrie Chan, the skipper of Hong Kong. And now would request Mr. Andrew Russell from Emirates Cricket Board to come in to present the trophy, the winner's trophy. But before Chaya picks this trophy from you, she'll have to come and have a chat with me. Chaya, please come in. This is what I love about this presentation. You have the trophy here, but you can't really get your hands on it till you answer some really difficult questions. Chaya, yes, you guys won 4 matches on the trot, 4-0. But I'm sure there are some really hard questions that you need to answer. What are those questions? Go ahead.
No comments.
All right, I'll start fielding.
Yes, we are really working hard on it. It's not something it's not a major area of our concern, but yes, we have it in the top of our priority list and we are working towards it.
Now, let's talk about the good part of life now that you won. How good are these youngsters?
Well, I can't say more, that how thankful we are having such good team, It's like they're making me proud every tournament that we are playing. It's like consecutive, this is our 3rd victory, It's like 3rd series win and this is our 15th win in a row. So wow. I just can't express it in terms of words. I'm really, really proud of them, especially the youngsters along with the seniors. They are just backing each other up very nicely.
You're a teacher by profession. You also go and teach some students. Yeah. Does the teacher come out when these youngsters are trying to get naughty? Yeah, look at them saying, yeah.
I have to, Yeah. Sometimes you have to use the other method if the first one doesn't work. So I just give them a nice stare and then they just walk away like this. That's it.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, a word for this fantastic champion side, Hong Kong.
Well, I know they're having a very difficult time straight away traveling and then playing 4 back-to-back games. It's not an easy job, and very little recovery time. It's something that still they have given us a tough competition. I really appreciate, and I just want to say, just keep working hard. There's lot for the Associate Nations now, and I know that This is the second best team in the Associate Nations, and I'm sure that in the coming few months they'll be here. Yeah, so good stuff, guys.
That's really very well said, Shaya. I won't keep you and your team from getting what you deservedly need, and that is your hands on the trophy. The champions, ladies and gentlemen, of the SkyExchange.net bilateral series, Hong Kong versus UAE. Shaya Mughal, the skipper of UAE, receiving the winner's trophy. And I would invite your entire team to come here and celebrate right here at the champion board. And from here, from everyone at the Malek Cricket Stadium, it's thank you, have a great day and a great weekend. Before these girls take over, I'll say bye-bye.